Hey, what is up you guys? My name is Catherine and welcome back to my channel. So Kylie Jenner is turning 21 soon, which is exciting because she'll be able to have her first alcoholic beverage and I'm super happy for her. And of course, since it's her birthday, she has to release a new makeup collection. So she's releasing a 21 shadow palette, which it's cute, not gonna lie, but there's a lot of brown shades in there and I'm guessing it's gonna be like 60 bucks since her makeup tends to be on the pricier side. So I'm gonna pass on the palette, but she did post this super cute makeup look on her Instagram. It was makeup done by Sam Visser, I believe, and I just was super drawn to the look. I loved the pinks and the purples that she used, so I decided that I was going to do a tutorial recreating the look. I am recreating her face and eye makeup, so if you're only interested in the eyeshadow, I will put a timestamp for that down below as well. Before I get started with the tutorial, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday, and don't forget to enter my giveaway. I'm doing a giveaway of the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette right now. I will link the giveaway down below, and that is it. Let's get started with this tutorial. Okay, so I obviously don't have the privilege of having a professional photo retoucher doing a frequency separation layer on my skin so that my skin truly looks flawless, but it looks like for the most part Kylie's base was actually pretty matte. So I'm going to start out with the ColourPop All-Star Matte and Blur Primer. This is a pretty recent release of theirs. I think I like it so far. Most of the time matte primers are a bit too drying on me, and this one isn't, and it smells really nice. Then I'm using my Milani eyeshadow primer. And to really help my skin look extra flawless, I'm going to be using my Catrice Prime and Fine Instant Line Smoother to help fill in some of these T-zone pores. This is actually a really great dupe for the Benefit Porefessional in terms of pore filling. I don't know if it helps your makeup last longer, but the formula is almost the exact same as the Benefit Porefessional. I did take extra care to make sure that my skin is super hydrated today since we are doing a matte look. Right now, my favorite foundation combination for a matte but not flat foundation look is the ColourPop No Filter mixed with CYO Life Proof. I am the shade Fair 30 in the ColourPop No Filter foundation and the shade 103 in the CYO Life Proof. So I'm starting out with just a pump of each. I do a 1:1 ratio. Both of these shades are just a little bit off on my skin and they cancel each other out nicely as well. I'm using my BH Cosmetics Vegan 12 face brush. I'm actually dipping my brush directly in and then applying it to my face. Should not have put my earrings in until after this part. I'm taking extra care to make sure that this is really buffed into the skin. Since it's a matte foundation combo, it can look cakey pretty easily, so you don't want a thick layer of foundation anywhere. You want to buff it in super well. Then for brows, Kylie typically has more of a feathery brow, so I'm going to be using a pencil and gel combo instead of my usual pomade. So I'm actually using the CYO Brow Sculpting Pencil in dark for my pencil today. And I'm really just trying to make sure that these edges are nice and feathery, like hers are, and not blocky looking. I'm going to do my concealer now. I'm going to start with my underbrow area since that looks annoying, using my ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Light 14. So Kylie actually has like a super bright under eye, but it's blended very well, so you can't really tell immediately from looking at it. I'm going to be mixing two concealers. I'm going to be mixing the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I actually got a new shade of this. I got the shade Nude because I realized the original one I picked up was too light. And now this one is almost too dark, so I'm going to brighten it a bit. I'm just topping this with a little bit of the ColourPop No Filter in Light 12. It's a super bright concealer on me. And then to set that under eye area, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Fair. I'm using my damp sponge to do that. So her whole face look is very, very blended, which I don't know how much of that is actual artistry and how much of that is Photoshop, but I'm actually going to start going light to dark in terms of my face powders. This is sort of a Wayne Goss technique, so I'm starting out with highlighter actually. And I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics loose powder highlighter in Santorini on an e.l.f. stippling brush. I really don't want a whole lot of product on there. And I'm truly just getting the high points of my cheekbones with that. And it looks like she's got a snatched little nose highlight going on as well. So I'm just lightly going on the tip of my nose and all the way up the bridge. Her blush matches her lipstick almost perfectly. For my blush, I'm going to be using the shade Breeze from the Anastasia Beverly Hills blush kit in Light. I'm going over that with a Wet n Wild powder brush. So you're just sort of blending your blush over top of the highlighter. I take a clean brush to blend that out because that was a little bit too much. It doesn't look like she has a lot of like contour bronzer on by any means. She does have some definition on her temples and like right here on her cheeks. I'm just gonna contour a teeny bit there using my NYX blush in Taupe. Literally just the teensiest bit. So before we move on to eyeshadow, to really help the powders melt into my skin, I'm just going to spritz my face with some rose water and glycerin. Alright, so I'm using a lot of different eyeshadow palettes for eyes. Sorry about it. I'm starting out with the Modern Renaissance palette, going into the shade Boom Fresco, a dusty rose shade, because it looks like she had sort of a pinky nude shade for the transition shade. Going into this on a Beach Cosmetics Studio Pro 16 brush. I'm using a super light hand with this, but I'm sweeping it all the way from my brow tail to my inner eye. And then I'm going into the Norvina palette. This is actually my first time using it, and I'm going into the shades Love and Volatile on that same brush. I'm just kind of like tapping back and forth between the shades and then tapping off the brush, and again, super light hand. And then on a Coastal Scents Pro Fluff blending brush, I'm lightly dipping into Volatile, and I'm going in on the under part of the crease, just gently deepening that up, especially that inner eye where there's a lot of shadow and definition. So her whole outer eye is purple, and while there's only one purple in the Kylie Cosmetics 21 palette, I'm using two purples just to make sure this is really nice and blended out. I'm going to start out with Soul from the Norvina palette on a ColourPop E2 brush. And everything about this look is pretty much light and blended, so again, we're very just lightly placing down something for that more shimmery purple shade to blend into. It doesn't even need to be everywhere where the purple is going to be, it's just at the edges, so it's really nice and blended when you apply it. And then on a BH Cosmetics Studio Pro 17, going into Celestial, and I am applying this shade Wet, and I'm sweeping that from the middle of the eye all the way to the outer corner. And then that inner part of the eye is a gorgeous pink shimmer. So I'm going into the shade Wild Child, a light shimmery pink, on a BH Cosmetics Studio Pro 7. And I'm wetting the brush again. So her under eye is a reddish brown. I'm going to be using the shade Passion from the Norvina palette on a Kylie Cosmetics brush. I'm just starting out lining my whole under eye with this shade. And then I'm blending this out with a ColourPop blending brush. I'm doing little circular motions. Her under eyes are always nice and smoked out. So then her inner eye is hot pink, which is really cool. So I'm going into the shade Dippy on my BH Cosmetics number 11 brush. And I'm lining the whole inner eye area. It's very like defined. And then she does just have a touch of shimmer, so I'm going into the shade Wild Child again on this pointed Kylie Cosmetics brush. It doesn't have a name. And I'm wetting this. And I'm just putting that on the very like outer part of the inner eye. And then it looks like her eye was tight lined, so I'm going to use the CYO Kohl Gel Eyeliner in black. And I'm going under. Okay. And then I am actually going to do lashes, which is a rarity on this channel, but I'm going to do them off camera because I crack under pressure. I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispy lashes. So I'll be right back. Alright, lashes are on. I did some bottom mascara too. I used the Wet n Wild Mega Length mascara for top and bottom lashes. And then she's got a nice pop in My Lips But Better nude shade on. So I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Velvet Finish Healthy Lip Liquid Lipstick in the shade All Natural Nude. Really original shade name. I'm gonna let that dry down for a second. Okay, I'm almost done. I was looking at the photo and I realized my purple is not quite as bright as hers, so I'm just going over my inner corner with a little bit of Wicked from the Weekend Festival palette on the same BH Cosmetics brush that I was using earlier. This is the Studio Pro 17. And this is officially the final look. Obviously, it didn't turn out exactly like Kylie's because I don't look like her, nor my $1 billion baby who owns all of the products that she used. But I'm pretty happy with this turned out. I especially love the like hot pink inner eye. That's something that I never would have done without seeing that. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It was something a little bit different from what I normally do, and it kind of got me out of my comfort zone. Definitely fun to just look at a picture and sort of try to emulate her look. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to enter my giveaway and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye!